I knew it was going to be something like that. I had a feeling that I was going to get so hyped for Bryce Harper's debut with the Phillies to watch a couple walks, maybe a ground out. I mean, come on. Did we all expect him to go up there and rock 3 homers? Bryce Harper makes his debut in Clearwater for the Phillies, and the place was awesome, packed. He comes out to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the standing ovations. You could feel the atmosphere was just at a different level, especially for a spring training game. It was awesome. It was awesome to see the broadcast so hyped. Everyone was so hyped. And I'll tell you what was great about this. You got to see a little bit of what this middle of the lineup is going to be about. Because when Bryce Harper went to the plate for his first AB and he draws a walk, Rhys Hoskins with a bomb, a legitimate bomb to left field because of how packed that middle of the lineup really is. You're going to see that all season long. You really are, and it was awesome. So, yes, Bryce Harper in his second AB also ends up drawing a walk, so 2 walks, and he gets yanked out of the game. You put a pinch runner on, and then I come down here to record because, with all due respect to the other players, Rhys, Hoskins, Segura, McCutchen, and all those guys, what I cared about today was seeing number 3. I wanted to see Bryce in a Phillies uniform, and I'm sure we're going to see him play right field. I saw a report saying maybe next week, and we're going to see him get more ABs, but today he gets 2, and he earns himself first base in both of those. It was clear that the pitcher did not want to give him anything to hit. You hear the boos, boos on a 3-1 count. You're not even giving him a look on both of these. Not even giving him a look. You're pretty much saying, yeah, we'll walk you. We'll walk you. And then Rhys made a statement on the first one. But on the second one, so after Rhys comes up to bat after Bryce Harper goes to first, and the pinch run comes out, clear as day, the pitcher threw right at Rhys Hoskins' face. Right at Rhys Hoskins' face, because he was pissed off about what happened before. Okay, buddy, it's going to be like that, huh? In spring training, it's going to be like that. But that's where I finished. After that, I went down here and said, I don't really care what happens for the rest of this game. Now, obviously, it killed some hype when the 3rd inning came around for the Blue Jays and they batted around. And they were weird hits. Ones that went off third base, the bag goes into the outfield. Check swings that blooped in front of the outfielders. Infield singles left and right. It was a weird inning when it came to that 3rd one where the Blue Jays batted around, but they put up a ton of runs. And Jake Arrieta started this game. And let's just get a little bit on Jake. I'm just talking about him, not getting on him. His command was off, but he was throwing 94, 95, and his average last year was about 92.9. So he was bringing the heat. I believe his 4th pitch in, he was rocking 95 miles per hour. So the speed is there, the velocity is there. He just needs to clean up the command, and you got to keep in mind, come on, this is all spring training and practice to kind of get yourself back in the mojo of things. There were plays where Real Mucho was trying to throw out guys at third and went into the outfield. It looked like last year's team and the Bad News Bears, but this is to clean things up. This is to get reps and to get the feel of the game again, of course. We all know that. So I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to, verify that this doesn't mean anything. But what I clearly sat down and put the recliner up for was number 3. And I thought he looked good out there. He's got the good style going. He looks great in a Phillies uniform. It's just awesome to see him come out to the Fresh Prince. That was what was amazing. But I will say this. If this is going to be foreshadowing this season, if you will, the middle of the lineup thing is awesome. It's crazy to see. Okay, I know Real Muto struggled a little bit in his first ABs, but I know what we have there. I know what we have in McCutchen, Segura. Right now, Bryce Harper batted 3rd at the DH spot. Rhys Hoskins at 4, like Real Muto at 5. That top 5 is going to be special. It's going to be legit. On top of Mike Franco and on top of Odubel Herrera batting at the bottom. It's going to be awesome. But is this foreshadowing the pitching? Because the pitching wasn't good. Now, come on, I get it. I'm not going to sit here and rip apart a bad pitching game in a spring training game. Seranthony Dominguez came in. He was getting hit pretty well. I just hope that doesn't show what this season's going to be about, because it's clear that our pitching isn't the best. And I know that none of these are our starting pitchers besides Arrieta, and our problem is our starting pitching. I get that. I'm just saying. I don't want to sit here and say, hopefully that's not just telling us what the future is going to be like this year. I can't imagine. Please no. Please no. When it comes to pitching. To hitting all day long with that. But it is a little annoying because, let's be real, we all know we wanted to see Bryce put some contact on the baseball. We all knew we wanted to see Bryce get his first hit, round first base, maybe even trout around the bases, if you will. But the Blue Jays knew that. The Blue Jays aren't dumb. They're doing this for a reason. 3-1 count. Let's put him outside in something he won't even touch or won't even think about. We'll just walk him. It's great to get live pitches and up in the box, of course. But I want to see him literally try and murder a ball. Now, he did. He did in his first AB. Swung real hard. You could see it in the face in the slow-mo. He wanted it. But he draws the walk after that. Another thing that was cool to see was Brian Dawkins. And we know that he talked to the prospects before spring training and all that. But he gets you ready to run through a brick wall. They showed him talking in the clubhouse and just about your reaction to things and how you can control certain things. And we all know B-Dawk. I mean, come on now. He's a Hall of Famer. That guy really describes this city. He's a great guy. An absolutely great guy. And I'm looking forward to this season, of course. And I'm looking forward to watching Bryce Harper get more hacks at it here in Clearwater. I just knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to wait till 1 o'clock. I knew it was going to all happen, and there would be a couple walks. Or there would be a ground out and a couple walks or a couple ground outs. Just because, I mean, this is them just getting into the swing of things again. And it would have been so much cooler if he hit a dinger. It would have been so much cooler if he had a triple somehow. But no, nothing like a classic 3-1 count and earn your first base. He did walk a lot last year. It goes so unnoticed. Oh, bro, he only hit 249. He stinks. He's not worth 330 mil. Okay. He does more. And I can't wait to see how many bombs Rhys Hoskins hit. I was thinking 40 for him, too. A little 40-40 combo from Rhys and Bryce Harper. That's what I'm thinking. On top of maybe 25 for Andrew McCutchen. On top of maybe 25 plus for Real Muto. 20 plus for Franco. We're going to be hitting a lot of dingers in Citizens Bank Park and other ballparks, of course. We're going to be hitting a lot of dingers. It was just so awesome to see the excitement level for these players, for this team. It's been so long. The hype hasn't been like this since 2011. 7, 8 years ago now? That's absurd to think about. It flies by like that. But it's crazy to think about. Think about all those players, all those brutal seasons at the bottom of the NL East. And now, standing ovations for the biggest free agent ever to sign here in Philadelphia. And now standing ovations for number 3 of your Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper. Wow, it's amazing. So I want to know down below what you thought about Bryce Harper's debut here with his walks, what you thought about Rhys Hoskins' hit. As for what goes on now after the 3rd inning, I don't really care. This was more along the lines of watching our boy Bryce Harper swing the sticks a little. Let's be real. I don't think anyone cares about what Mitch Walding does for the back 5 innings here, right? I don't think it matters at all. This was strictly to see number 3 swing it. And sadly, we did not get to do that. But man, that Rhys Hoskins bomb was so gross. Gross. The sound off the bat, I miss that sound. The sound, the pop off the wooden bat, the bomb where the outfielder doesn't even move. Has to go with one of these. It's going to be exciting, boys. And then obviously we're going to have our Bryce Harper watch for the rest of the spring training games until, we got about maybe 3 weeks until opening day. Any day now, my Bryce Harper jersey will come in. And by any day, I really think it's actually going to take until May 31st, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they find a way to get it here before then, because come on. A couple months into the season there. Come on. Over a month. I need my Harper J. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time.